I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big fan of Lilo and Stitch. Jeremy, do you care about that movie at all?
I haven't seen it.
It came out in an era where I was not watching Disney movies and it didn't feel like it was made for me, shall
Yeah.
we say. What have we been told? The past several months, it's all been the same exact thing when it comes to castings, Jeremy. It doesn't matter. If you have a problem with the skin color of somebody that gets cast in a movie, you're a bigot. You're a racist. The live action Little Mermaid, you're a racist if you have a problem with Ariel. The racist backlash to The Little Mermaid in Lord of the Rings is exhausting and extremely predictable. Ignore the Little Mermaid backlash and racist social media trolls. Well, the very same people that have been calling you a racist if you have any problem with Halle Bailey being cast as Ariel instead of a white redheaded woman, they have a big problem with this. The castings that are coming out for the Lilo and Stitch movie, despite the fact that these people are Native Hawaiian, maybe sometimes mixed with other things, they're not happy because they're not dark enough to play these characters. Disney fans who supported the Little Mermaid race swapping attack newly cast Lilo and Stitch live action remake actress Sydney Agadong for not being dark enough to play Nani. And ironically, Steph even pointed out the one very same person in this that had a problem. That ain't the Nani I grew up with back in September was saying Holly is the perfect Ariel.
Yep,
The
exactly.
off the charts with this shit. And we talked about this when it happened. There were a lot of people talking about it. Well, double down on this because this was the casting that got put out yesterday. Kahia Machado to star as David Kauai, whatever. I don't know these fucking characters. Nani's love interest in Disney's live action Lilo and Stitch. So again, they compare it to the animation like, this guy isn't dark enough. Look at some of the shit. Mash the TDS collected some of these things. Kill your producer. I'm going to kill myself in front of the people who cast this movie. Who is this yellow cracker? Death to the casting director of this movie. The casting director quit your job challenge. The colorism, Eurocentrism is so blatant. Somebody gotta die. It is vicious and disgusting.
Wow.
Like, we get blamed all the time. Look at what they're saying about the actress. Look at what they're saying to Kelly Marie Tran. There is no way you can compare that to what's happening right now for the people being cast in this. The hypocrisy is stunning.
It all goes back to people that judge other human beings simply on race, gender, and sexual orientations. They are inherently bad people because normal people don't do that. Normal people don't look at things through these lenses. And the same crowd that is celebrating the Little Mermaid diversity casting is now the same crowd that is trashing and threatening the producers of this film for casting someone that's not dark enough, apparently. What a weird world to live in. But mentally deranged people continue to prove us right as to what they are, mentally deranged people. These people, like, seriously have something wrong with them. Who gets out there and says some of those things based on a casting choice? Like, you can criticize the casting, but what are you criticizing?
The Little Mermaid shit. We've blasted the Little Mermaid stuff.
Yes.
We've blasted Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. We made fun of all these things. But at the end of the day, the people who are being cast, there's some people who say these actors should refuse to do this if it's a race swap. I'm a little bit more understanding if I'm a 20-year-old girl and I get asked to play Little Mermaid, like in live action to make millions of dollars, star in this thing, probably going to do it regardless of whatever the color of my skin would be. I get that perspective. The attacks on the actors and actresses themselves saying that you should die for accepting a role like this, that's pretty fucking insane. Any normal person would look at it and say it's insane. But the very fact that these are the same people who are praising race swaps when it comes to Ariel, but saying, no, this is not okay. This person's skin isn't dark enough, despite their heritage might matching up or at least having some of that heritage. It is next level hypocrisy. And I'm just going to say this. Guess what, guys? I'm on your side. I do think that they should have actors that most accurately represent what the characters look like in animation, in comic books, and everything. In fact, I've been saying that for years, regardless of who it is, regardless if it's a white character, a black character, or whatever. I would sit there and say the same thing if they casted a white person to play Blade or Black Panther. So I will say it again. I do think these characters should be as close as possible. But the hypocrisy is next level. And also, a lot of these people who are cast, their skin varies in a big way based on if they've been out in the sun or not, if they've been tanning or not. I've seen very light skin pictures of them and very dark skin pictures of them. And the woke mob that Disney pandered to is now the one, they're now the ones that are pushing back on Disney for this.